Hey guys, so today's topic of the day is going to be why one of my favorite traits about myself is how I can act dumb in certain social scenarios to get information out of people. And I'm not talking about acting dumb as in like Africa is not a country, like not that type of dumb, like not knowing basic information. I'm talking about dumb to like use it. This sounds like I'm manipulating people, which maybe it is, but guys, I'm literally a Libra. Like, do you want me to change my date of birth? And by speaking this to the internet, I have realized that this skill may not render itself useful anymore, especially if the people that I am engaging with frequently are watching this video, but it's fine. Anyways, I wholeheartedly believe that one of like the most powerful positions you can have in certain social scenarios is people perceiving you as being dumber, which I sometimes cannot like even complete this because I have such a loud mouth and like I'm very opinionated, so I have to like say my opinion and I can't like pretend to be dumb. But pretending that you're oblivious to certain things is such a powerful position to have because you need to see people's true intentions and like how they carry themselves and what their opinions are, like their true opinions. Because when people think that you're dumber than them, they just act so like transparent. And I don't know what this stemmed from. Like maybe it was an insecurity thing as a child, and then it's just like, I don't know, evolved to become a useful tactic, low-key manipulation tactic, but I don't know. And I just have this tendency to like people underestimating me. Like I love when people underestimate me. And I just love being like, what? Knowing damn well I know. And I feel like this skill, I don't know why I keep calling this a skill, like it's not really a skill, but anyways, I feel like this skill transfers across so many different social scenarios. For example, like at uni, I love acting, not acting stupid, because why would I act stupid at uni? Like I'm literally at uni. But like every time I say something, I don't say it with chest. I'm like, oh, I don't know though. Like I'm not really sure. But then when it comes to a group project, like I know what I'm talking about. And they're probably like, oh, but you seemed very clueless last week. But I feel like when people underestimate you, it's just so much better. And then, for example, like in a not relationship, I will never be in a relationship, but whatever. I will act really stupid. So then someone mansplains something to me, and I'm like, now I know your true intentions, and I know how you actually think, and I know that you're weird. So I can be like, bye. But if I had originally set out my true like intentions and was like very crystal clear with how I feel like people would act accordingly to what I said. Do you know what I mean? And I don't like that. I like people showing their true colors. Also, guys, I cut more bangs on a new wig, and I messed up this wig, but I'm gonna fix it now. But yeah, this is why you should act on.
Hi. A situation that I had yesterday has prompted me to have this conversation. And this conversation is about when to play dumb or act stupid. The trick to being smart is sometimes knowing when to play stupid. There are some situations in life that does not require your intelligence or smartness. It actually requires you to play stupid. Act as if you don't know what's going on. Act as if you're slow than the rest. Now, this will help you to win over in some situations, especially because you're not trying to be right. Instead, you're choosing peace because you need to be very selective in your battles. Now, there are certain contexts that I'm going to mention randomly in no particular manner. And these are things that you'd learn over time, especially when you experience them. And this is my perspective from a Kenyan context. One situation that requires you to play stupid is when you're dealing with police officers. It doesn't matter who is right, it doesn't matter who is wrong. Let the police officer be in control. If you start saying, oh, I know the OCPD, I know the county commander, I know even the president, the minister of interior, my friend, you are going to, if you say that, you're going to suffer. Police officers want to feel in control. Let them be in control. As a matter of fact, when you're talking to them, be very courteous, be very polite. That is going to disarm them and they're going to treat you differently. Now, if you're Kenyan, practice things like afande pole. This will get you far than actually starting to say, I'm a lawyer, I know my rights. I don't know about you, but here in Kenya, we have nothing like the Miranda rights. So the police officer can actually take you to the police station and even say that you've been caught with bang, like the possession of bang. There's a quote that says, in any deal, there's always a fool. So when you're in a deal, don't say more than necessary, speak less than necessary, observe more and say less. Because you might actually sell yourself short, or you might axe your own foot. Number three, and this is very, very unfortunate when dealing with criminals. For example, someone comes and wants to steal your phone, wants to steal your bag, let them have it. Don't play a hero. Doesn't matter how much it costed you to buy that phone. It doesn't matter what it is they want. Your life is more precious. Let them have it. Don't provoke them. Don't be combative. And most importantly, remember not to play a hero. Number four, and this applies to the Kenyan context again, when you are in a matatu, particularly these matatus that have horns, these ones with the loud music and graffiti, and the tout has, what do you call these teeth? They have these grilled teeth. Let them have their way. Don't try to argue with them, because some of them are always angry 24/7, and before you know it, they may even throw you out of the matatu, and it's you who's going to lose your life, and ultimately you're the one at loss. Number 5, don't be too smart when it comes to your child's school, because you might go there and call out an injustice, which is your right. But how you're going to go around it requires a lot of tact and diplomacy, because behind the scenes, someone can actually bully your child because of that. In such a situation, my own perspective, you need to be very diplomatic and use a lot of tact. I don't know about you, I'd love to hear your experiences, because yesterday I caught myself in a situation whereby I needed a lot of playing dumb and very stupid so that I could get out of that situation. I'd love to hear yours.
Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. Let them think they've won. I surrender, I give up. You're right. Blah, 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 blah. Then they'll let down their guard. They won't look around. They're not. Then as soon as they think you're done and it's peaceful, you attack. Bam! Nowhere. What happened? Or as far as in a relationship, let them think, oh, you know what? You're right. I was rushing the relationship. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down and take this slowly, blah, 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 blah. Then they're going to let their guard down. I'm like, okay, blah, blah, blah. Then start telling you stuff again, get back close with you, stop pulling away from you. And then you can kind of get some information, or you can make them become more dependent on you, because now you're at this new level of thinking. Oh, she's not trying to trap me, and I can feel close to her again. And, she's not talking about marriage all the time or children. So now I'm going to relax. And then once they let their guard down, they're going to have some type of dependency on you without that fear of commitment along with it. They're going to become so dependent on you emotionally and physically that after a few months or a couple of more months, when you start to say, well, you know what, I think I changed my mind. I really do want to get married, so I got to go. I'm going to go find someone who's ready. But now that they've, up under you all the time like a puppy dog, and they're not worried about you trying to marry them, they've gotten closer to you and been spending a lot of time with you. So because they've realized, okay, well, if I spend a lot of time with her, she's not going to expect to get married because we've already talked about this, so I could get comfortable. Once they get in that comfort zone, that's when you pull the rug. Oh, baby, I got to go now. Change my mind. Bye. Wait. That's when they propose. Okay.
Your secret weapon as a woman is letting people believe you are dumb. Let them think you are dumb. Stop trying to prove yourself. For most of my life, I felt like I've had to fight people into believing that I wasn't just some dumb bimbo, and I would get so upset trying to constantly prove myself until I realized this is potentially the smartest thing you can do. Letting people believe you're dumb and honestly leaning into it. When people think you're dumb, they underestimate you and they reveal everything about themselves, their plans, their intentions, their weaknesses. Meanwhile, you're taking notes. Being dumb makes people comfortable around you enough to slip up and show who they really are. They let their guard down, and suddenly you're 2 steps ahead. Play the game and don't announce your every move, and let people project whatever persona they want onto you. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. It doesn't matter. But remember, acting clueless doesn't mean being clueless. Stay sharp, ladies.